we talk about the Houston Texans, you've said feels like all options are on the table for what they do with that number 2 overall pick. They aren't sold on any quarterbacks outside of Bryce Young, who is projected to go number 1. Should the Texans pass on drafting a quarterback, if you have Nick Caserio, general manager of the Texans, coming into your office, what are you telling him?
Play the long game, Nick. Don't draft a quarterback. The worst thing you want to do in any sport is to draft a player and still need the player at the position. Any of these quarterbacks besides Bryce Young are always going to be questionable whether they're going to be top 10 players at their position, and you're always going to want to try to improve it. Why waste an asset, a high asset like we have here today? You got 2 more first-round picks next year. You got a better quarterback class next year. Let's get through this season. Let's try to build the team around the players and eventually get our quarterback. But to satisfy the need with a player that doesn't fit, it's a bad mistake. Let's take somebody really good, whether it's Tyree Wilson, whether it's Will Anderson. I would take Wilson over Anderson. I don't understand the love for Anderson. I would take Jalen Carter, the 2nd pick overall in the draft, assuming his character was good, assuming I felt comfortable with that. I haven't been able to do that because I don't work in the league. But to me, he's the 2nd best player in the draft. To me, you need a home run here. You need a really good player, and a defensive lineman that's a really good player is a home run.
Any interest in calling up his old friend Bill Belichick and seeing if Mac Jones would want to come over? More rumors of that discontent?
I don't think. I think they're rumors. I think Mac Jones is probably content now that Bill O'Brien's in the building as opposed to Matt Patricia. So I think that's off. And when has Belichick ever traded up into the top 5?
All right, yeah. Not wrong there.
See, you don't mind making phone calls because you don't pay for calls anymore. Back in the old days when you had to pay for phone calls, it's a wasted call.